The NWSL has proved once again that they really don't care about their players. The NWSL continues to prove that they can't protect their players. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I talk about the NWSL, women's soccer, just soccer, only soccer. You guys, I am absolutely livid and disgusted about what came out this morning. North Carolina Courage head coach Paul Riley is accused of sexual coercion by two players dating back and spanning across multiple teams and leagues since 2010. The actual article is behind a paywall, but I do have summaries from other articles, and I'm going to link them all in the description below. I definitely recommend that you look at them and read them because this is a very serious topic. So, Sinead Farrelly, who played for Paul Riley at the Philadelphia Independence, New York Fury, and the Portland Thorns, said she felt under his control and talked about multiple incidents where she felt coerced into having sex with her coach. Farrelly also said Riley would take the team to bars and he would often sit next to her. She said after their loss in 2011, after their loss in the 2011 Women's Professional Soccer Final, the team gathered into vans and she had to sit on Riley's lap, where Riley is alleged to have grabbed her hips. Riley apparently was also fixated on Farrelly's relationship when she started dating one of her Portland Thorns teammates in 2014. Riley is alleged to have pulled aside one of the Thorns players and told her to look out for Farrelly because Farrelly couldn't be gay and needed to be protected from the teammate she was now dating. Riley constantly brought up Farrelly's relationship to others as well, according to Melina Shim and 3 other teammates. From what this tells me, it's like this guy was trying to control Sinead Farrelly's life. Like, even getting involved or trying to get involved in her relationship or in her dating life. According to the article, Riley even tells Farrelly that she's too hot to be a lesbian and not a real lesbian because she had been with a man before. Then there's Melina Mana Shim, who played for Paul Riley with Farrelly in Portland. She felt like she owed him. Riley would text Melina Shim more often and would ask her to watch movies with him, sometimes at his apartment or his hotel room. Shim and Farrelly both recall an incident where Riley led both of them, Shim and Farrelly, back to his apartment after drinking at a bar with the team. And he asked Shim to dance with him. Riley, according to the article, then pressured Shim and Farrelly to kiss each other for him so that the team would not have to run a suicide mile. If you guys don't know what that is, suicides are a conditioning exercise. I hated doing them. No player likes to do them. No team likes to do them. Then again, it's conditioning. No one likes to be conditioned. Anyway, Shim and Farrelly eventually, they do kiss, and Riley asked them to stay at his apartment. They both said no and left, and both agreed not to tell anyone. In 2015, with the help and encouragement of Alex Morgan, Shim emailed a complaint to the Portland Thorns owner Merritt Paulson, and HR director Nancy Garcia Ford. Garcia Ford met with Shim and was told she didn't have a legal claim because Shim was unable to provide any corroborating evidence. In the fall, though, the Thorns said Riley would no longer be retained for a 3rd season. The Thorns were having a poor season, And Merritt Polson would tell The Athletic that the findings of the investigation also factored in to that decision to fire Paul Riley. Riley would eventually be hired to coach the North Carolina Courage, where he is today. As for Shim and Farrelly, when the NWSL adopted the new anti-harassment policy this year, both of them asked the league to investigate Riley's behavior. They wanted a new investigation to be opened up. League Commissioner Lisa Baird told both players the 2015 complaint was, quote, investigated to conclusion, end quote, and she could not share any details or information. And I'm going to end that part there. So here's kind of my opinion on how I feel about all this, because holy shit. You know, I'm getting pretty fucking tired of all these investigations that just lead to secrecy at the end of the day. There's no answers, there's no details, everything is confidential and a secret. The NWSL says that they pride themselves on being transparent. They pride themselves on transparency. And if there was an investigation into Paul Riley, which I kind of doubt, why can't the players know the details of this investigation? Why is everything so confidential? Who is the NWSL really trying to protect here? Like, who are you really, really trying to protect here? If I was a Courage player and I woke up today and saw headlines about my coach being accused of sexual coercion, I would be pissed, confused, and kind of scared, because how was I not made aware of this? How was I not told about this? How did I not know about this beforehand? How was the team not told about this beforehand? There needs to be an investigation into Paul Riley, because these accusations are no joke. Sexual coercion is no joke. This could have happened to other players. This could still be happening to other players. Nadia Nadim in a Twitter thread says it best and says it beautifully. The NWSL is such a joke. League wants to see themselves as the best in the world, but with this shit that keeps coming, we won't be more than just a massive joke for the rest of the world. The rest of the world is laughing. We're nothing but a joke. The players deserve better. Making their own bogus investigation, keeping it confidential, and then having the back of the people that's doing wrong have to stop. Nadim then adds that a certain club, aka the Thorns, forged her signature to extend options and game benefits. And when she submitted proof, the league did nothing to help her. Nadim then says, this league can still be great, but we need to get the idiots out. She then extends her support and appreciation to Shim and Farrelly for coming forward. To the NWSL, you need to do your job and protect your players. You owe it to the players. You owe it to the fans. You owe it especially to Melina Shim and Sinead Farrelly. Your job is to protect your players and keep them safe, and once again, you failed. You proved once again that you couldn't protect your players. You ignore their claims, and as Nadim says, you have the back of the wrongdoer. Many fans and players like Nadia Nadim, Alex Morgan, Megan Rapinoe, Becky Sauerbrunn, and Christine Sinclair, to name a few, are coming out in support of Shim and Farrelly. The NWSL Players Association made 3 demands, each with the deadline of October 1st. The first is the NWSL starts a new independent investigation into the allegations against Paul Riley. 2. That any league or club staff who are accused of conduct that violates the league's anti-harassment policy be suspended pending investigation, regardless of when conduct in question occurred. And 3. The NWSL discloses how Paul Riley was rehired within the league after the Thorns' initial investigation in 2015. Anyway, I didn't intend for this video to go on for too long. In the upcoming days, there's probably going to be more news about this coming out. I want to end this saying my heart goes out to Shim and Farrelly, and I thank them for coming forward with their story. That is not an easy thing to do. That being said, I wish Shim and Farrelly nothing but love and healing moving forward. I wish them nothing but the best. That being said, that is all I have for you guys today or tonight, and I'll see you all in the next one. Later.